Today, let's talk about our second club from South Africa, that being Orlando Pirates. So I recently did a video about their biggest rivals, Kaizer Chiefs, and comment section on that was pretty hot. There was a lot of flack going on between them, these fans from the Pirates, as well as Sundowns fans, the other big club in South Africa, on which club is the biggest. So it's only fair to talk about Pirates now. This is their kit from 2021. It's their away kit, as they usually wear an all-black home kit. You can see the trim they have here. Talking about if they're the biggest club or not is, each of these three teams can make that claim in a certain way. Kaizer Chiefs, by the amount of supporters and followers they have in the region, can kind of make that claim as the biggest club. Pirates really can claim it mostly off the fact of they do have a lot of success in cup competitions as well as leagues, but most importantly, they have won the African Champions League. That is something that Kaizer Chiefs haven't done. As well as Sundowns can make the claim in similar veins as well, because they have also won the Champions League in Africa, as well as having the most titles in the country all time. So it's kind of an eye of the beholder kind of situation. The club was founded back in 1937 and was really born out of pickup games from kids in the Orlando region of Soweto. And for a club named Pirates, you'd also probably guess that they have similar nicknames of being the Buccaneers as well as the Sea Robbers. As you can see, their badge has the most iconic pirate symbol worldwide, which is the crossed skull and bones. That came around in the 60s. They founded in the 1930s, and they originally just had the letter P as their emblem, carried on from a previous club that had melded with them to form the club we know today. They took the badge with the skull and crossbones in the 60s after club members saw a pirate film in theaters and wanted that fearsome spirit to be part of their club. Their success in South Africa goes down to 9 league titles, 4 in the modern Premier Soccer League era, 8 cups, as well as being the reigning champions in the MTN 8 tournament, bringing their total there to 11. But this is their crowning glory, that being the 1995 Champions League title that they won, and they took the Super Cup the following season as well in 1996. As far as former players, it's always worth noting that Kaizer Motaung, the man who started Kaizer Chiefs, originally played for Pirates in the 1960s before he started his club. One of their most iconic players of all time is Jomo Sono, who's also an icon of South African football in general, to the point that the club recently retired his number at his request. It's the number 10 jersey, though. It is almost unheard of for a club to retire that specific number. It's an iconic number for any club around the world. It's desired by any players. So for him to 1, request and then 2, receive that honor is huge. And a more recent name would be Teko Modise, who played for the club for about 4 seasons before having a falling out and moving to Sundowns. But during his time with Pirates, he was part of the 2010 South African World Cup squad. There's 2 names I want you to look out for in the current squad. The first being Monapule Salang, who is an incredibly fast winger and really good at putting crosses into the box and has already actually hauled in 6 goals in the league and tournament so far this season. The second is the best young South African talent of this generation, that being Evidence Magopa, who's just come to the club recently and can play pretty much anywhere across the forward front line. Final thoughts are here. I like this kit from Adidas. They did a similar thing with this kit from Brazilian club Sao Paulo that I have. I'll show you that someday. But these little up and down lines of dots, really a cool look. As far as the rest of the season goes, Pirates are really playing for second place at the moment, seeing as Sundowns are just running away with the league. 12 match days to go. They have a 21-point lead over second place Richards Bay. Pirates are in 4th place at the moment, but only 2 points off the pace there. It's important to get that second place spot for them, seeing as only the top 2 teams finishing in the season in South Africa qualify for the coveted Champions League.